Hello, it's me, Reezer Gaming. I'm back. It's the weekend. I actually have some free time on a weekend for a change, so I'm here. We're back. We're going to be doing more Oxygen Not Included. Hello, silly device. Uh, no other channel plans at the moment. I think we're not quite that size yet where I would consider making a different channel. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I've got some spare time, so I thought do another Oni stream. I really want to get these metal volcanoes actually looked after, because it's getting kind of silly. Like, we've let them be up here erupting on their own for ages, and now pretty much the whole map, apart from these pools of water, is just super hot. So I really want to actually deal with this properly. And we do... Why on earth is the performance so bad? Oh, give me a second. The computer really just that hot? Wow, it is that hot. What's happened? Well, that's mildly concerning. Hopefully it cools down a little bit. Right, so first things first. We finished off the transformer spine. So we've got lots of inputs and outputs now. We've connected everything up in the base, so that's running off their own power lines now. So I don't need to worry about any wires overloading. I don't need to worry about anything running out of power. I'm going to leave these manual generators here, just so the dupes can train themselves on the gym. We'll probably add a few extra ones here, just so if they get bored, they can come and do this. It's fine. Then we can remove these ones. Automation wire, that can go. This should be hooked up to a circuit, like a sensor somewhere. Let's do that. Let's see. Yeah, that one can split off there. Construct this. What prints did I get on Friday? I got a wallpaper. Let me check. Let's see. We got the snowflake wallpaper, which is a pretty cool one. You know what? No, I'll use this for some rooms later. Maybe we'll make the gym a snowflake room. I don't know. I'm not really too worried about that at the moment. But yeah, we got some, other than that, I think it was just some normal clothes. Nothing too unusual. Yeah, just put these here. You know what, actually, just disconnect that. Cancel this. That sensor can go up here. You know what? Did everyone's skill points already, so we don't need to look at those again today. Extend this up here and put it next to the light bulb, like on the other side. There we go. That should all be fine. So yeah, build these immediately. What else have we got to build over here? Nothing. That's good. Reezer gambling. Yeah, some interesting ideas. So we have some slime over here. That's kind of annoying because I want to put transformers here. But I think what I'm honestly going to do is I'm just going to... Let's see, how do we get rid of this quickly? Do we have any wart seeds on other planets? Because that's a good way of getting rid of random pockets. We do have a wart seed over here. What about on Inverazon? We have no wart seeds here. So let's send our last remaining wart seed to the swamp asteroid. And then we'll plant that in a few places and irradiate those tiles to get rid of the Slimelung. Let's do that. Yeah, that should be fine. So, we have this big room full of natural gas now. We built Leofar's door pump. This does appear to be working properly. We managed to keep the gas out of this room. I do need to sort out the natural gas from our other sources, i.e. the farting dupes and the map. I need to put that in here instead of here. Let's build this vent right away. In fact, let's just remove all of this stuff. I'm pretty sure I can just remove all of this. There's a very... We need to disconnect this vent first. I'll stick this vent right underneath the door. I think that makes sense. Just dig it. Food poisoning is worse than Slimelung. We could dig it. So the thing is, if we dig the slime and put it in water, as long as we don't grab the slime, it should be alright. I was very tempted to open up the bottom of this magma biome to try and boil the water here. And to be honest, I just want to see how effective the Wheezewort is at, like, killing the germs with the radiation. Put it in a pocket of oxygen. Yeah, so let me think about how this room is going to look as well. So, we're going to have natural gas generators in here. I think this will work pretty well. We'll put the other ones directly above. I could probably even fit a fifth one on here. The only question is, how do we split that among the transformers? No, we'll just have 4 in here. That's fine. We'll use the other space in here for other things. So in these rooms we have a pump, a hydro sensor, bottle emptiers, etc. I think we have a bit more space to work with on this asteroid. I think we've carved out a bit more space. So yeah, let's put that pump there. Hydro sensor can go here. Smart batteries. I think I'm actually going to put them on the spine. We'll replace these with smart batteries and we'll hook them up that way, because it's so nearby. So let's see, these can come down here. And that can come up here. That should be fine. Got a load of water in here. I could just release this down here. That should be okay. We'll dig all the gold out. We'll need to tile this off at the top, though, obviously, to prevent the the gas from leaking out. Now the question is, how quickly is this actually depressurizing the room? Is it depressurizing it quickly enough for this to work? Because, I mean, we managed to move all of the gas pressure out of the infinite storage into this room, but it doesn't seem to be getting rid of the gas super quickly. Anyway, I think we can open this up now. Let's just turn off the... Just disconnect the pipe while we deconstruct this vent. We'll get this all sorted out. And you know what? We don't need to run this pump anymore either. There's not a lot of natural gas left in here. So power-wise, we'll put in the smart batteries over here. These can be made of gold, that's fine. Then automation wire can go in here. That's good. Probably didn't need to make this all that mesh tile. I can make this out of... Oh yeah, this needs to be kept as solid tile, that's fine. Is this actually overpressurizing? It's not, that's good. Looks like we are actually getting some polluted oxygen here, very annoyingly. Let's get that out of here. Big slime in here. I think the red signal on the doors could be shorter. Yeah, let's try that. That may have been a bit too short. Let's set it to 2. Because you want this chamber to fill up with gas for the duration, and then when it closes, the gas is teleported over. In fact, I'm hoping this will actually... Will this delete any polluted oxygen that gets caught in it? Let's find out. I feel like that would be the case. Let's see. Yeah. So the polluted oxygen actually got deleted immediately. That's pretty handy. I'll save us some faff. Good. We'll turn this off in a minute once the other stuff is all ready. Yeah, you built the gym now, that's good. This can all be set to priority 1. Yeah, don't run on this unless you've got nothing else to do. Then... in terms of the other buildings... I don't know what to do. We're not really going to have any oil on this planet. We're not really payloading any oil over. We don't really need to put in an oil refinery. We could put in a fertilizer machine. You know, I'll put both buildings in just so that they're here. Just in case we need them. Like, that's why I built a big room like this, just so that we have a room where we can build these things in case we need them, and it's not going to leak natural gas everywhere. So, in terms of wires, let's see. So this wire here is going to be repurposed to go here. It's going to service these natural gas generators. And it doesn't matter that this battery is different than this battery because it's all connected to the same wire. I basically just want these to activate when the spine in general is lacking power. We don't have any farters, so we'll take some barbecue, that's fine. Although I've realised the hatches may end up eating that. What do you think, Mr. Hatch? I'm just gonna eat these guys. Preemptive eating. Yeah, there you go. He's already eating barbecue. Nice. Whatever. I did actually think on this planet, and I put a... Where's the pod? No, I don't think I did think on this planet. On one of my playthroughs, I thought about putting an auto sweep and buy the printing pod, but the food that we print usually doesn't matter, so... Probably just try and get rid of the guys instead. We don't need the hatches. We're not doing anything with hatches this run. So we need the gas pumps. We need... Actually, we don't really need a lot else in here. We could fit other stuff in here. Other stuff in here that we want to keep in a pressurized environment. Not really sure what that would be. I think it makes sense to put the gas pump over here. Yeah, let's think about how this pipe work is going to look long term. I think I could I think I'm just going to deconstruct all of this for now, and we'll relay it out in a minute. So this is where the CO2 is going at the moment. We're just venting it up here. We'll rationalize all of that as well. But we really can just remove all of this. The vent here, I'm going to keep that here. So these pipes, you know what? I'll keep that going there, and then we'll just send it this way, past the rover. That makes sense. Get this water out of here. Then we can't get in there. We can dig the algae, that's fine. Move this. We can dump that salt water. See how long this actually fills up for. Probably make that run a little bit longer. There we go. I'm not going to fiddle with this too much. It does seem to be working, but I guess time will tell whether it's as effective as the drip pump or not. Actually, no, leave that there, sorry. We can deconstruct these tiles. We don't need these. These tiles don't end up with Slimelung germs on them, thankfully. The Baku, no. I'm gonna have a fair enough off-gassing from the storage bin now. That's... You know what, actually, just... deconstruct this as well. A little bit silly that we've ended up with the ladder to the to the volcanoes running exactly where we put the base wall. Might want to move that in a minute. But I think what we're going to do is we're actually just going to run it over here. We can build this in here. Move that mesh tile. Set this to 10 and 90, I guess. Actually, you know what? We can set these to like 10 and 20. Yeah, because now we can configure these smart batteries for different power sources. Like if we plug, say, the coal generators into a smart battery over here, we can set that to like a lower threshold than natural gas so that the coal generators kick in after the natural gas, or if the natural gas fails. That's what we should be doing with this spine system, rather than having the smart batteries near the generators, because that allows us to actually prioritize our power sources properly. Whereas on our previous runs, they weren't really being prioritized differently to each other. Mopping tip: if you cube 2 mop errands on neighboring blobs, you'll waste 1 dupe time and 2 dupes will run to the errand. Yes, that's very true. Yeah, like when you're mopping, like one dupe will sit there mopping for ages as the liquid flows in from the other tile. You need more than one dupe really so that they can cut off tiles completely and then go down in sequence, otherwise it just takes forever. Yeah, I see what you mean. You can just queue one mop and then that dupe will sweep up all of this. And then another dupe won't come and do it as well. Because this is a one dupe job. But with more liquid it can be a two dupe job. Let's priority 9 this. So what I'm thinking is gas pump. So this is the infinite storage, so we'll want the gas pump to be sort of here. We're pumping natural gas to everything else. We want to keep our gas things by the door so that the gas gets exchanged quickly, I suppose. So then these natural gas sources can go like this. Wait. Was I making that of mafic rock? No, I wasn't. I was making that of sedimentary. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. So, yeah, that should do. We'll want an Atmos sensor on this. I'll put that Atmos sensor here. Automation wire can go there. Then you can deconstruct all of that. Construct that. Deconstruct this. Then the canister emptier for these, or the canister filler. We'll put in a canister filler so that we can fill up canisters of CO2, and then we can have a soda fountain room somewhere. So I think it makes sense to put that over here. Pump material. Pump material is gold. We're making this stuff out of gold, and we're going to cool it slightly. We're going to cool the room slightly. Because I know the gas is coming out 150. It'll take a while for the room to heat up to that level, but we will cool it. And yeah. Then that polluted water, what are we going to do with that polluted water? Because we're going to have a somewhat decent amount of polluted water. We're going to have 270 grams per second if this is running constantly. Probably not enough to feed anything major. You can put it in the fertilizer machine. Yeah, it makes sense. Dump it in the oxygen room for more free oxygen. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to hook this up in yet. It's about in the long run when you run out of P-Dirt. Yeah, I mean, what we could do is we could have it fill up the bottom layer to a small amount so that it doesn't overpressurize, or it doesn't flood the sublimation stations. That would be a good idea. So what we could do is we could actually put some hydro sensors in here. And some vents. And then we can dump little bits of polluted oxygen, polluted water here and let it off gas. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. And I think eventually we're just going to dump the polluted water to get boiled. Mostly. Yeah, we can send that over here. That's fine. There we go. Then automate that. Hot is a polluted water coming out of this. It'll be at least 40 degrees or hotter if the building is hotter. I mean, we're gonna be cooling all this anyways separately, so the temperature I don't think is really gonna matter. It's not gonna be a huge amount of liquid. Right, let's seal this up again. In fact, let's replace all of these tiles while we're at it. And we'll tile this to remove the oxygen. That's fine. Huh, but yeah, it's been a good weekend. I got lots of stuff done. I got a hose for the garden. So we can finally water stuff if need be. Why isn't this being built? Let's actually priority 8 all of this stuff. I mean, good on you for being proactive, but let's get the battery done first. Yeah, what do we put in this room? I mean, we're gonna have a big pool of polluted water here. We're gonna be cooling the room anyways. Maybe we could put a glass forge in here. Would fit in this little. It wouldn't fit over here. It would fit over here. We're gonna need to make like a proper. We're gonna make like a proper industrial sauna or something. But we do have some room in here. Might be nice to fill a liquid reservoir with pea water for future cooling loop. I mean, we've got so much water down here, we'll just grab some of this. Look at the guilty little bubble of hydrogen from a plug slug that we've murdered previously. Hold on, what's happened with the buildings? It's like milligrams of sand. Nice. Door is broken, that's fine. Don't repair this. I think I'm going to actually try and melt this printing pod soon. Because we want to get these Volcano Tamers built. Yeah, the gas pressure is going down in this room, so this does seem to be working pretty well. Speed up. So power-wise, that is going in here. That doesn't make any sense. Hold the... Put that one here. The wire is literally right here. Then this wire can go in here. That's fine. Then that's not going to be connected to anything anymore. So... what I'll need to do is I need to put in a bridge here. And then connect this all up. We have room for another producer source over here. We could make one of those, the hydrogen maybe. In terms of consumers, I think we can just hook this one up here. It's fine. We can go there, and then this wire over here, what is that doing? It's actually connected to something at the moment. Yeah, that's connected up here somehow. Okay. It's a little weird. You can probably shuffle some of these wires around. Bossy Drectos. Here we go. Draco situation over here. Anyways, do we have any regular Dracos wandering around? Not really. You know what I might do? I might just put a rock crusher here. Maybe. I don't think we're going to be doing too much rock crushing over here, but I already think of what else to put in this space. Because we're not looking to sort of hook steam type turbines onto this to cool it. We're just going to cool it with a loop. We don't want something that generates too much heat, but yeah, this generates enough heat we probably wouldn't want to put it in our main base, but we can fit it in here and just cool it. That won't be a hassle. We can fit that in there, plug that in. Yeah. Yeah, deconstruct these. And then this could be disconnected. We can go here. Then, in terms of light for the operator, what a weight plate for the sensor. That should be fine in here. We can replace this tile. Then the light can go up here. Be okay. It's mildly awkward. Because that light is gonna go in here. Let's actually just move this up. Yeah, we can have two bridges here. Yeah, that's okay. Actually, you know what? Make this all priority 8 and do the bottom bit first. This bit first. Yeah, it won't take too long to get this done, and then we'll start thinking about all that other stuff. Let's see. So did we send the Wheezewort as well? Let's just check. Looks like that's just in here with a little bit of glass. Let's set this to like 22 kilograms. And that should launch. Gonna have to reload that. I think I might. Let's see. Let's reload it. Yeah, they are really bugged. It's kind of frustrating. Oh well. How the fishy's doing? Let's have a fish update. So the plants are doing really well. They're growing really tall now, and I need to give them a trim actually and move them around a little bit. But one thing I've noticed is that there's quite a few larger than normal platyfry in that tank at the moment. So we're going to have a couple of new adults in there because they're too big for Whiskers to eat now. So yeah, lots of baby fish hopefully. The ones in the frog tank all got eaten by the frogs. The frogs actually did something other than flip around and be lazy. So I guess I have to commend them for that. And then in terms of the snails, I've been moving all the snails from that tank over to this tank, and they've been getting eaten by Whiskers, so that has been working. Let's see if this actually works. Excellent. Thank you. Oh, okay, look at this. So we did something a bit funny. We sent 0.44 of the wart seed because of the minimum launch mass cutoff on this. So we have another little bit of a wart seed, so now we have 2 wart seeds to play with. Oh, that's funny. Right, there we go. Set that to... Okay, so we're going to have to fill this with something else as well. Let's see, just put some... what do we want to send over? Some plastic? Yeah, sure, put some plastic in there. Set that to 20. Set it to 200 again, that's fine. We did it, we duplicated the seed. Slow pole shuffle. Yeah, the plan is all of these germy tiles we're going to try and irradiate. Looks like we've already got food poisoning germs down here. The most inefficient way to dupe seeds. How do you efficiently dupe seeds again? Because I don't normally do that. What's the best way of doing that? I'm just gonna deconstruct this door because I don't want to see the building broken message all the time. Let's just double check the sulfur machine isn't broken completely. Oh, look at everyone on the wheels here. They're all very well behaved today. Yeah, this is fine. This is petroleum. This is not sulfur. Sulfur up here is nice and cool again, so that's good. This room is a vacuum again, which is nice. We do have some liquid sulfur as part of the liquid lock now, but it's not an issue. This steam turbine is not too hot, so clearly the amount of heat we're generating is okay. I think having the liquid layer in here is good, and it means that if it breaks again we can just open up this tile and not have all the steam come out. Reservoir is building up. It probably is going to overflow a little bit because it broke earlier, but I don't think it would overflow if we didn't break it. Let's speed it up again. Fast around on speed 1. So we built that ladder. That's good, I guess. Build a ladder across here as well. We can dig this out. Shearing roof full. Right. Usual murder session. It's fine, get those guys. Where is our payload? Looks like it's almost ready to land. Looks like we're sending a lot of plastic over. So let's stop doing that. We don't need to send any more plastic. It's fine. Store 0.25 kilograms of something in a bin, limited to 1 kilogram, and queue storing given seed. Plant the remaining part and uproot for full 1 kilogram. It could be automated, but since everything is such a cheese, I do it manually not to feel so bad. So the thing is about Wheezeworts, right? I understand why they don't want them to reproduce, because like the radiation they produce is potentially very strong. But I feel like it'd be nice to have them for just cooling things again. Like, that was a really nice thing to do in the original Oni, is use Wheezeworts en masse to cool down something instead of setting up a liquid, like an aqua tuna loop, every time. Like, it was nice having an extra option that we could do instead. Right, we have the wart seed, so let's just dig all of these tiles out. Let's dig all of the non-germy tiles out in this whole area. I'll put some ladders in here, obviously. But what I'm thinking is farm tile here, farm tile here. We'll plant those Wheezeworts there and get rid of this slime first. So then we can build this granite here. Then this granite here. And that should allow access to all of this. I'm going to priority 9 all of this stuff. Because we're definitely going to need to expand these transformers. Because we're going to have a lot of steam turbines here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up this... I'm going to set up this gold volcano first. We'll handle that. No, that's wrong, Radwise. You can't stack it infinitely like nuclear waste or shine bugs. Yeah, that's also true, because you have to plant them somewhere. Unless you're using a bug that lets you just plant them on top of each other. Like, I think I've seen people stack things where they shouldn't be before. Unless you did that, I don't think Wheezeworts would even be an issue in terms of mass radiation generation. Like, maybe what they should do is make the radiation weaker, but let them reproduce. And then give players the option again. So if this worked properly, we should end up with 2 wart seeds over here. It says we currently got 1. Well, whatever, one will do. Then let's see, what other tiles can we put in? We'll put in all of these. And then we're getting down towards the abyssalites, so then we're going to start leaking heat out if we build any more. Okay, get those built, and then all the non-germy tiles we can dig out as well. To be honest, I'm doing this just to see how practical it is. If you receive both parts, dupes will combine it again to 1 seed. Really? That's interesting. So the dupes kind of undo the glitch. So that's why you have to store it like in a separate bin. That's very interesting. Yeah, to be honest, there's not too many of those annoying ones there. Put the batteries in too, but I'm going to set these to priority 8. We can remove this one. Yeah, let's remove this one too. Looks like, oh, hold on. Wrong tile. During the cheese duplication, you have to restrict access to one part, otherwise they'll combine it. That is very interesting. Right, let's try planting this Wheezewort and seeing what the effect is. It might be enough radiation to kill it from here too. We'll see. Who's entombed? Degree Sign has entombed themselves. Nice. Having a bit of a wibbly wobbly whiny time. who's going to come do that. What do you mean you can't reach that? You can definitely reach that. Oh, no, you need to remove that tile. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, remove that algae. That's fine. Then you could remove... Then you could remove this dupe. There you go. I can put this back here. Let's yellow alert this, just so that someone actually gets it done. Yeah, we're going to be going with this for quite a while tonight, so I'm confident we'll get at least one metal volcano tamer done today. I just want to preemptively set up the natural gas power and some of the... Hello. What have we got here? We got a health bar. Is that someone from another planet? What it usually is. How bizarre. It's disappeared again. Yeah, near Easier Gaming, plug this one in. We need to fertilize that now, so that could be Charles Darwin. I guess it could be you. It's fine. Let's set these to send green signal if below, let's say 100. I shouldn't flood any of this. These pumps don't need to be here anymore. I could remove these and put something else here. Let's actually get this done as well, just so I don't forget about it. Speed 2. So we got 92.3 tons of polluted dirt. I should keep an eye on the polluted dirt and see how quickly we're going through it. I think it's going to last a long time, but I need to make sure. But yeah, if we look at the gas overlay, looks like the carbon skimmer hasn't been working. I think it is working. I think the gas... Oh, it's because we have the coal plants here. Where is that coal power actually going? Is that actually loading up the spine? It is. I think I just need to put some airflow tiles here temporarily while we have these coal generators, because otherwise we're going to end up with this big pool of carbon dioxide here again. And that's going to block the natural gas from flowing down. Bathroom full of natural gas, gross. Also, I don't think the heat ended up being too much of an issue, but we'll keep this here just in case we need to replace this plant. You guys could build this pretty quickly, I believe in you. Yeah, I'm excited. There's a new YouTube video on the channel. It was a follow-up to the asteroid clusters video. It's about the world traits and a few tidbits that I gleaned looking in sandbox and debug mode that you can't find on the wiki. So feel free to go watch that if you want to know a little bit more about world traits. I found a really interesting seed that I kind of want to start a run on that basically has a magma channels biome that up here that completely covers the oil biome. So there's no access to oil at all, and then there's a frozen core biome underneath that with loads of buried geysers in it. So you could dump the magma channels onto the frozen core and turn it to steam and access all the geysers, which looks kind of amusing. Then again, I'm really not planning on restarting anytime soon because I want to get all this done. Glossy Draco is required. Yes, yes, I did notice. Thank you for thank you for that silly device. Did you notice anything I said that might have? I think there were a couple of questions I had. I think there were a couple of things that I didn't end up checking that I probably should have. Yeah, it looks like the germs are dying over here. So, exposed to 181 rads, 46% dead per cycle. So obviously the more Wheezeworts we had, the faster these would die. They're even dying on this tile. Now the question is, we're not actually... I'm actually going to uproot these temporarily, and we're going to replant them. Just so that we can clear this radiation out a bit faster. This does seem effective, but I want to rush it a little bit. We are also going to have to dig... We are going to have to let some of this polluted water out to actually... to actually operate these Wheezeworts. Did not fully consider that. We obviously can't dig a tunnel through here, because that would just evaporate all the liquid. And I don't want all that heat transferring over to the map. Pump will probably take too long. Let's dig up some more of these non-germy tiles. I don't think that's really going to help. I don't think we can really even get into these too much. Looks like you're going through 3 tons per 20 cycles of P-dirt. Yeah, I mean, we'll see, because like I have been digging up some as well. I think we've dug up most of the P-dirt on this asteroid now. I think it's just the slimy bits that we haven't dealt with now. Yeah, gas pressure seems to be handled pretty well in here. The natural gas from these other sources appears to be venting properly. This geyser is dormant. Hope we get all of this environmental natural gas out of here as well. You know what, let's release all of this liquid. I don't need random pools of liquid anymore. Gulp Fry is dead. I think we'll dig this up as well, to be honest. That all out. And I'll tile that, and that should clear all of this. Yeah, I think we've got like hundreds of cycles for this to work. Right, let's plant some more wart seeds. So we can plant one here. And I'll try and plant one here as well. Now, what I could do to help this water go down is to put some mesh tiles in, but I think we're going to have to actually end up pumping the water out of here. So what I'll do is I'll dig this up too. We don't have a heat leak over here. And I'll put a pump here. And we'll just start shifting all of that water over to where the volcanoes are. Going to take a while. Where is that going to go? I guess we'll just send it through the natural gas room for now. We'll just send it over the top. That'll help cool this room a little bit. And then for now, you just put that over here. Just dump it straight down here, that should be fine. Is radiation really working on the tiles? Yeah, it is. Germ counts are down here. The more of these Wheezeworts we put in, the better. It is going down. It'll take a while to get rid of all of the germs, which is why we're putting in more Wheezeworts. But it does seem to actually be working. So that's a start. We'll need some power for this as well. It's funny. I believe we can manage some power. Put the heavy watt joint plates in too. I think this heavy watt wire works underwater. What do we got in the pod? We got a farter. We got great. We got another caretaker. As usual, it's a caretaker, so we've got like 15 doctors now on our asteroid. Lovely. This one is a decorating interest but unpracticed artist, so they've got lower creativity than normal. Amazing. Farming and construction is pretty good, and the machinery is pretty good. So, definitely not the best dupe in the world, but not the worst dupe in the world either. I don't think we want any more dupes on the pursuers on asteroid. We could put someone else here. I'm going to print them off here, just in case we need to do any more repairs. So Lindsay joins the colony, and you can have. Oh, these skill points never end up going away. You could just have. You just have. Just going to take you straight to exosuits, to be honest. There you go. And then, who else am I going to skill up? Dimitri, you can have another skill, I guess. Galileo, you can have plumbing. That's fine. Yeah, there's actually 2 dupes available for you at the moment, silly device. So let's see. Let's prioritize Lindsay in these things. Anyone missing any priorities? I don't think so. Yeah, we're okay. So Lindsay is wearing the default dupe outfit, the new orange one, to represent the flip farters. We got a live one here. Looks like we ran out of polluted water for these thimble reeds, which is good. Wait, no we didn't. This is just backed up. Okay, so we filled this cooling... No, we haven't filled this cooling loop. What's going on? How is this loop not filled up yet? I speed to this. Everyone's got enough to do with the other asteroid at the moment. We'll wait for some empty pockets to end up down here. We'll see why this doesn't fill. Oh wait! This loop is completely separate to this loop. Was that intentional? I think that is intentional. Okay. Let's see. How am I going to get that all the way over there? Probably over here at this rate. Let's see. There's got to be a better way than that. Make sure not to remove these natural tiles. There we go. And then... should do. So fill up the loop with this. Okay, now this is interesting. We actually moved these atmosuits specifically to avoid dupes leaving without the atmosuits. And someone has still done it. So moving the checkpoint 1 tile back hasn't actually solved the issue. Very bizarre. Alright, 3 cubes. Okay. Now, what is the Unicode for the cube symbol? I guess I can just copy and paste it, can't I? Yeah, there you go. Alright, we got 3 cubes. Number 27. We'll put some soda fountains on this place as well. But we're still trying to work on this at the moment. Right, can you plant that there? Can you plant the wart seed here? Power-wise... Power-wise, I'm literally going to plug this into the heavy watt wire for now, because... like... whatever. Wait a minute. We dug it up. We dug up the slime over here. We got some slimy... So we got some Slimelung over here. Well, you know what we'll do with that? Let's actually make a storage bin here. That we put that slime specifically in. And then that'll get irradiated as well. Okay, and we can remove this now. So that's good. Less mass, less germs. That's true. That one here is also dead. So is that one. That's good. How injured were you? You weren't that injured, that's fine. You guys are taking some time again thinking about errands. That's okay. So where is the slime? There's the slime. So that can be sweep only slime. Sweep that up. And then we removed the other storage bin, so that shouldn't go anywhere else. Make that yellow alert. And then you can dig these tiles too, make that price going. So now you've got Slimelung on your suit. If I just move you down here for a little bit. Does it matter that it's on the suit? You can get him to unequip the suit. Down here, maybe. Equip suit. Now you're covered in Slimelung. Okay. They'll die on you pretty quickly. Just come down here and... that should kill the germs. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and now the germs have been removed from the suit as well. Okay. Not sure how much of that was necessary. Ah. So I think you have... it doesn't even say that you've been exposed to the germs. So I think you'll be alright. That could be... set down there, that's fine. Yeah, we'll need this all doing eventually. It's okay. That tile can go here. Then we can tile this up as well. And start extending the ladder down here as well. Although obviously the Slimelung here is going to get in the way of the ladder. We did actually manage to dig all of that, which is quite impressive. Yeah, then we can start rearranging some of this stuff. Get these transformers finished. Yeah, I don't think the contamination was too bad. So now that Wheezewort is working as well. I've realized building these tiles here is going to block the effectiveness of this Wheezewort, but this one should get rid of it pretty quickly from here. And it's dying over here as well, which is good. Let's actually plant the next one here. So we can start removing all of this. I think this is working well. I think this is quicker than trying to cool this area down would have been. Well, I mean, A, we're cooling down the area a little bit with the Wheezeworts, and B, the radiation is doing most of the work. But I'm pretty happy with this. And then we can put a third one here just for now. First of all, this point. Yeah. I mean, if the slime is just dug and it's just hanging around down here, then no one gets exposed to it. It doesn't leach the Slimelung germs into the water. So if no one touches it, it's fine. I'm mostly just doing this just to see how practical it is. Yeah, like this tile's already done. Then let's keep moving them around. The next one, let's put it here. Let's speed to it again. I could remove this one now. And then we can actually put in all of the transformers. Ammo suit is still there. Yes, continue to plant the warts. Warts and all. It's funny because they're not actually. I don't think they're technically plants either. Like if you actually look at the entry, Wheezewort cells contain no chloroplast, incapable of photosynthesis. Respires in a recently developed method similar to amphibians, using its membranous skin or cutaneous respiration. Yeah, it's actually a cnidarian, so it's sort of related to jellyfish. It's in the same phylum as jellyfish. It's not actually a plant, despite what the database says. I mean, silly device. First of all, like, why would you ever trust anything the database says? Like, that's just not a good idea. Yeah, the slime is actually coming off these, like when it's surrounded by the Wheezeworts, it's dying immediately. Like, I think if you have like above 400, that's enough to kill it off really quickly. So we just need to keep planting them nearby like this. And if we look at the radiation overlay, the tiles aren't really blocking the radiation that much. So this is letting us cut through this slime biome pretty quickly. Well, not super quickly, but more quickly than I otherwise would have. Yeah, that one's done. This one is dying. That one's dead. Like it. Oh wait, I don't want to dig that one. Leave these tiles here. You just set up a distillery at the site and process all the slime into algae and pea water. Yeah, that is definitely something to do. So if you take the slime with the Slimelung germs on it and you turn it into the algae and polluted water, none of those have the Slimelung germs on them? Is that correct? Yeah, we can... So it's really only this bit here that I'm that concerned about now. Sharing room full, yep. Eat those dudes. The Paku, release the Paku. Oh wait, the Paku are gonna eat the wart seeds, aren't they? Oh, that would be a really bad idea. Yeah, kill these guys. Right away. Okay, what is happening now? The floating Paku are being zapped. Excellent, good job. That would have been embarrassing to lose like a wart seed to that. Yeah, this could be dug too. This one could be dug. How many germs we got left? That one's done. This actually happened quicker than I thought it would. It would have taken too long with one wart seed, but if you got like 2 or 3, it seems to be enough. Only question is, how are we gonna do that one where it's covered in liquid? Leave that one there for now. Yeah, it's drowning. Yeah, so that's not going to work. There's no hot abyss light here. We can dig some of this out. That should be fine. That will probably do the job. And then that should hopefully push out the rest of the liquid. Yeah, it won't flake diagonally, regardless of the temperature. Oh, you're trapped now. Excellent, good job. Right, that can go there. This will be removed. Seal these off again. Just mop this up here. We will eventually need to move this liquid anyways for these transformers to work, so yeah, keep venting that. You need to build a ladder up here. Let's build it here. It's fine. Yeah, deconstruct these tiles. It's fine. We're actually getting some more of this built now. Looks like the oil here got displaced again. Is there something actually melting here? Irritating. Actually, no. If you just pour oil in here, this should stop that, surely. Right, now I can dig this. Build that in here. Build the fire pole going down here again. Yeah, grab the oil. What displaced the water? Yes. Oh, then that's gonna be annoying to let all the heat out. That's fine. There isn't any, yeah. Let's do that. Then we'll pour some more oil in here afterwards. You know what? Let's see. I'm not quite getting enough rads there. One of these should die off fairly soon. Dig all of this. Dig that. Okay, I didn't want you to do it quite like that. Let's see. Who's gonna sweep this up? There you go, that'll do. Stop. Not quite sure how that water keeps ending up there. You are pretty trapped. What I could do is I could actually dig it like this. No, that would then lead to all this of this like being in contact. Is that actually an issue? Let's assume it is. Battery flooded. Yeah, all these batteries are flooded. Yeah, this should be fine. So we can copy these transformers down here as well. That can all happen pretty smoothly now. Not that one. Here we go. Then the heavy wire going to these goes into the bottom, the top like this. That gives us a load more transformers to work with. And that should be enough to hook up to all of the different steam turbines for all this stuff. That's good. This liquid, I'm pretty sure we're just going to let this liquid down here at this point. I do just want to get as much of this liquid out of the way as possible. Looks like this was heat leaking, but we just let all the heat leak out. It's fine. It's covered in water anyways. Yeah, so dig that out and then we'll let all the water out down here. We got some petroleum down here. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna build that Wheezewort here. This slime is already done. That one's done. I could build one more Wheezewort down here to help this if needed. I don't think it's going to be needed. The rate at which they're dying actually seems to speed up the less of them there are, which is quite interesting. The half-life doesn't seem to be like a real half-life in that it will eventually get to 0. Wait, what's overheating? These things are overheating because of hot polluted dirt, yes. That is indeed a thing. We do need to get to cooling that at some point. There is so much heat over here now. It's made out of gold amalgam that's breaking. Well, this base is built to run hot. Another Paku culprit. This one. Can't see any other Paku. We'll eat you, your time has come. Yeah, it's going to take quite a while to get rid of all this liquid, but that's okay. In the meantime, we're just going to have some crazy shenanigans going on over here. And then let's see. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the canister filler here. And this is where we're going to send the CO2 through. So that can come down here. This. And then the rest of the CO2 will just get vented like normal, I think. So it occurs to me what I should actually be doing is instead of having the vent be straight here, I should have this be a gas bridge that goes onto the rocket, and then when that backs up, then when that fills up, that should go there. That's what we should do. So yeah, priority 9, that. Yeah, that slime is done now, that's good. I think we can remove that. No, don't flood the Wheezeworts. That tile will take a bit longer, but that's not actually blocking anything, so I'm not so worried about that. Then I think what I'll do is I will just dig these up. I don't really mind a little bit of heat leaking out. There's not too much heat in this abyssalite. It's made a mess. Why have you made a mess in the bedroom? Bathroom. The bathroom has actually stopped working. Why? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. So the oil well is full. The oil has backed up completely. So none of the polluted water here is being processed anymore. That's that's hilarious. That's not the usual problem you have with these bathrooms. I think it's about time that we disconnected this and put in a thimble reed. You know? Now that we actually have thimble reeds, let's get them on all the planets just so that this doesn't happen. We'll mop this up after the fact. In fact, let's make this a yellow. Let's make this a yellow alert. Yeah, you all need the loot. Yeah. We have a thimbleweed seed over here, right? Let's just double check that. It's possible that I don't. No, we don't. We'll need to teleport one over pretty quickly then. Thimbleweed. We do have them over here as well, don't we? Yes, we do. Yep. You're gonna have a few of those. And this can come down here, that's okay. Yes, I get it. You guys aren't doing anything over here anyways. This won't break anything. Shearing room is full. Yeah, we can eat all these glossy Dracos, that's fine. Who's doing this? Galileo, where are you? Go there. Then we need a thimbleweed seed to go here, that's fine. So you can stop shipping thimbleweed seeds now. And then what we need to do is... You know, I think it's time. I think it's time that we actually decommission this pipe here. So we'll remove that. We'll empty this pipe quickly. And we'll just send this pipe down here to the thimbleweed. We'll let that drain out and then we'll just deconstruct it. Yep. Yeah, sweep all of that, that's fine. Disconnected that ages ago. Okay, so then that can just go down like this. And then... liquids. Yeah, sweep all of this, please. That's okay. You're okay. Yeah, Galileo's on it. Temperature is right for a thimble reed. We'll be okay. As fun as the oil well bathroom was. Where is that pea water going? So that pea water was getting filtered and going to an oil well, which was working pretty well, but we've been feeding other water from the cool steam vent in there to generate extra oil, and now it's backed up. So we're just going to put a thimble reed in, like we normally do. Because we built this way before we had access to thimble reeds. So now we're just going to let that water drain off, and then... yeah, this should work now. Good. Good. Everyone can resume normal bathroom behavior. So, what's going on here? This is done, that's good. So now we can remove the last Wheezewort. Deconstruct that, and then we can replant all these warts up here. That's fine. I had pincher peppers. I did, but I didn't want to keep the room that warm, and I didn't want to make a room for pincher peppers. This was working fine, and we wanted the oil. It was only recently that we plugged this into more water. This is dormant again. What's the air temperature like again? Let's just check. Yeah, air temperature is good. Even if they don't grow, they still consume the water? I don't think so. I think they only consume the water if they're growing. Because I've had issues with them stifling in the past and things breaking. Yeah, this is all actually getting finished now. That's good. So let's finish all of that. It looks like all of the other construction work is pretty much done now. So the liquid is slowly coming out of here. Let's remove this too. We'll dig these tiles out. I'm just going to plant a Wheezewort over here as well, and we'll get rid of this Slimelung. It's the one part which hasn't gotten too hot. Let's put that in a planter box over here. Right, so that vent is finished, so now we can just connect this. I'm just going to connect this up here like this. Then we can remove this. Hey Just Jack, how you doing? I saw you on Neosis stream the other day. I was just kind of lurking, but good to see you again. Yeah, I guess the aquarium has gone fancier. Let's do a quick fish update again. We got a load of Egeria plants, and they've been growing really well. Like, the plant volume in the tank is as high as it's ever been. And I'm quite happy. They do need a trim, though. I need to redistribute them. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. We're doing well on our Flip Farters run of Oxygen Not Included. So, we've got farting dupes. They're farting and peeing everywhere. Well, they're not peeing everywhere. We had a bit of a episode on this asteroid because our bathroom, we didn't have access to thimble reeds for ages. So our bathroom, the excess water on the bathroom loop was fed up to an oil well, but we blocked this oil well with actual water from a vent. And now we have thimble reeds, so I've solved that issue. The driftwood has been there the whole time. The plecos love that driftwood. Well, not the plecos, the hillstream loaches. But I did actually get some bristlenose plecos since you were last here. So yeah, fish tank's been doing well. My colleague had some extra fish babies, and he's moving house, so he wanted to get rid of them. We benefited from that. We'll just sweep all these random liquids out of here as well. It's fine. The wood frame around the tank. No, like the cabinet has always been like that. The bookshelf, actually, hold on. So the bookshelf behind me is relatively new. I've only had this for like a couple of months, and that's for the frog tank. Although there is a fish in the frog tank, there are mostly frogs in there. And snails. That's actually the snail tank now, pretty much. Right, this room. You're actually getting this room pretty much finished now. So this wire can just go over here. That's okay. Who's idle? Also, the sublimation stations are both broken because the heat in here was too much. Let's rebuild these. I desperately need to cool this polluted dirt. In fact, I think that's what I need to use this for. I think I need to just deliver all the polluted dirt here first. And cool it down. I think that's what we need to do. Cool it in this big old bucket of jungle juice. Let's see, no more farters. We'll take some myrtle leaves, that's fine. Where's this plant growing? Oh, stop getting water out of these, that's fine. So these are disabled by the spine, so they're not currently working because the spine has enough power. So the natural gas is hooked up, but it's not currently needed. Let's actually stop burning through all our coal. Let's actually just turn this off. Because we've got plenty of natural gas. I want to start burning through that instead. Okay, canister filler is built. We haven't got any polluted water in here yet. These tanks. I should probably move these long term and put some actual pumps in them. But that's not important at the moment. I'm just going to leave this disconnected and we'll connect it in case we need to do some refining in an emergency. That should be fine. Oh, we need to build a weight plate here. That's what we need to do. Where's the weight plate? Here it is. Yeah, I can go there. And sweep all of this stuff and put it somewhere as well. That's fine. Then this ladder can come down here. You can access that stuff a bit more quickly. And I think we're at the point where we can start making some metal volcano tamers. So, let's see. I think the plan for this gold volcano tamer is access it from this side. So let's remove this tile so the liquid can actually flow through here properly. And then we'll start melting this mini pod. It's probably something I'm actually going to want to do, isn't it? Perhaps instead of setting up a tamer for this, we just melt the mini pod first because we don't need it anymore. And then we put the first real volcano tamer here. Yeah, I could remove this stuff. Is that a pod right next to Volcano Brood? Yeah, I couldn't think of where I wanted to put the pod on this asteroid. Like, when we landed over here and we built our initial base here. But we pretty much removed the entire base and moved everything over here. Where there was more room. At the time, yeah, I wasn't sure where to put it. So we just put it next to the volcano. Under the guise that it's going to be easier for us to remove it in future by just melting it. Because you can't deconstruct them, but you can melt them. So let's actually get that sorted out. So what we'll need to do is we'll need to vacuum seal this and let the gold just flow out and melt it. Seems like a fun challenge for the day. Can I not build this? Yeah, I can. Okay, good. So we're going to need to leave room for a gas pump. So I guess I can go here. And then remove these. Leave liquids and steam cook it. Yeah, we can leave some. Well, I mean, there's only a very small amount of water here. There's more water here. Yeah, let's see how much water comes over here. I think, to be honest, it's already warm enough that it's mostly evaporating anyways. Let's see. Whatever pump we build is going to break, but we'll build it out of steel to start. And then that just needs to run continuously. What I'll do is I'll make this a liquid bit. I mean, whatever liquid we put there is going to evaporate eventually. Because we're going to get this room to about like 700 degrees. So whatever we put here is going to evaporate. Unless we put like a blob of metal there. I think that's actually what we do. I think we actually build a lead wire here and eventually that gets melted. We don't have lead on this asteroid. That's hilarious. Let's import some lead. Let's payload some lead over, specifically to melt it. I feel like I've become a bit sidetracked, but we did build this pod with the promise of melting it at some point, so I'm gonna do it. You're probably gonna trap yourself. But if we put the lead here, that should melt. Yeah, we're gonna need to sweep all this stuff out of here. It wouldn't work. The steam is probably way less dense. Yeah, I mean, all I know is the gold comes out at a temperature hot enough to melt the pod. So if we could just let it stay in liquid form, that should work. Yeah, so this stuff is all flooded. This is draining over time. It'll take a while, but we are dumping all that liquid over here. At least now it's behaving. Oh wait, I've just realized that tile needs to be built here. Otherwise, all that liquid is going to drain into this room, which is not what we want, because we actually want the temperature in here to get ridiculous, just for now. Set some radbot gens inside. I think this will cook it quickly enough once the gas is gone. In fact, if we insulate it properly, perhaps even with the gas in here, it should melt the pod. I reckon this pod is going to be melted before cycle 600. Let's see what the germs on this slot is. So we can actually remove a lot of this stuff. So let's do that. Not a chance? I think there's a chance. Let's see. Gas pump up here. We can have this just break right away, to be honest. Like, just stick the gas here. And then now we should actually have some lead. I guess they haven't payloaded it over yet. Oh, there we go. There's the lead. I heard the genetic ooze works really well for melting pods. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Yes, the material that melts at... what does it melt at? Ah, yes, it melts at 9,726.8 degrees, yes. Very, very meltable. I feel like that's something they could add in an expansion if they wanted, like, combustion mechanics. It does feel a bit weird just having all this natural gas around here and not being paranoid about a spark from all of these various guns that the dupes are using, setting off an explosion. Considering how much of a factor that is with real-life natural gas. But I imagine that'd be very complicated to handle. Ooze is interesting for cooling / heating loops. What, do you conveyor stuff made of genetic ooze? Also, the liquids here aren't cooperating in that vent. Something sneaky is going on. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to remove this very nice, neat square of abyssalite. It's because I've got the vent here and it's doing something weird. Let's see, power-wise, yeah, that can just go in here. Obviously, this will be made out of gold. You make a joke about murdering dupes and they take it serious. I feel like the ONI community is becoming slightly more rimworldy. Like, before people were too precious about the dupes, but now people are getting more involved. And they're starting to realize the benefits of that mindset. Oh, we can't get in here, can we? That was a bit of an oversight. We do still need to get rid of all of this. Let's dig this out for now. And then put a storage bin here. And just get everything out of here while we're trying to melt it. Aristotle is just like, I'm fine with the very suspicious puddle of polluted water appearing above my head. So set this to sweep only. Do all 9. And then sweep all of this stuff. You should be done now that we've actually added the ceiling. There's some shenanigans going on with this vent. How the liquid is acting. Or perhaps it's just the wall. I'm sure you know what's going on with this. I just hope it doesn't keep filling with water. Also, this pump shouldn't be running until we've actually removed everything in here. Okay, this is literally set to priority 9. Where are you taking it? Oh, you're probably actually taking it for research. That's alright then. Yeah, there you go. Now you're doing the right thing. Yeah, the liquid is getting caught there. That's not good. Right, I'm going to turn this off temporarily while we're getting this set up, because I want this to get sealed. Like, to be honest, at this point, I think we should probably just seal this up and just get this to run until it breaks. And the gas pressure should be low enough that this will melt properly. They're leaving with slimes. Oh yeah, those items are super hot. Where are they bringing the super hot items? Got a vacuum in here. Ah, right, yeah. We need to rebuild the sublimation stations. I'm just gonna make these out of steel at this point. We have the steel. Obviously not good in the long term for the heat of the base, but that's okay. Well, this room's built. Let's smash all the eggshell and fossil in here. And the poke shell malts. That's fine. And these haven't actually run yet because we've got enough power. Yeah. Polluted dirt is obviously hot. I don't think I've taken any other hot materials into the base. I think I'm just using them to build with. Looks like... yeah, that liquid lock is still fine. They're left with gold. Yeah, I'm not getting them to build any gold in the base at the moment. Right, so now we've got steam. Okay, now let's just seal this up. I literally just want the liquid to I want the gold to come in here and stay liquid. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have gotten to sweep the gold. Well, I mean, whatever. It's not hot enough to melt the pod, so we may as well remove it. Let's rebuild these. Speed up again. We've been doing a lot of speed 1 today, but that's fine, because I actually have a lot of time today. We can remove this. Liquids are slowly disappearing. Hey there, Far. Yes, very surprising that I'm streaming Oni. But it is slightly surprising that I'm streaming on a Sunday. Because I did check, and I haven't streamed on a weekend for like a whole month, I don't think. So it's somewhat unusual. But I'm glad that you guys think I'm actually somewhat consistent in my streaming schedule now, because I have been trying to work on that. Can you just build these, please? Just like right now? Really? Because this gas is going to get very hot. Let's see how long it takes to melt this pod. I mean, obviously, yeah, we need to get these tiles built first. I believe in you. I believe in you, degree sign. Hammer's here to help. So here comes the gold. The pod is already heating up. This pod is going to melt in approximately 5 seconds. I think we're getting some heat leaking out. No, look at this. That's going to melt when it hits 700. Yeah, there you go. It's gone. Look, we melted it. We melted the printing pod. We made it out of granite. So now we can build another mini pod and we can put it somewhere else. We did the thing and we didn't actually even seal the room up. Whatever. We didn't need to build like half of this stuff. It was way easier than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, pod is no more. And it melted into igneous rock as well, which was kind of amusing. I mean, I guess it melted into magma and then it immediately condensed. But, yeah. Pod is gone. So now the question is, where do we put the pod? We can put it in here. We can put it in the gym. We'll keep this as the gym. Maybe we'll shuffle some things around, but we'll leave this room as it is. And then we've actually got a place for the pod. There we go. We'll build it out of granite again, just in case. And then we'll put the rainbow stripes wallpaper in here too. We'll save the snowflake wallpaper for something special. Maybe we'll save that for like the tundra asteroid. There you go. All the drywall. Right, so now it comes down to actually building the gold volcano tamer. So obviously we have a very small amount of steam in here. We need to get rid of all the natural gas. And this pump is going to overheat immediately. Let's deconstruct this stuff. We'll let this leak the heat out into the environment again. Then these gold volcanoes, I'm just going to make them self-cooled, and we'll just dump the gold out into the environment, and then what we're going to do is we're going to hook up like a central, like probably by the iron volcano. We're not going to self-cool this one, we'll actively cool this with an aqua tuner, and we'll dump the metal in the steam room to get it nice and cold. And then we'll have room temperature metal for everything. And I think that makes sense to do it by the iron volcano. But just for now, we'll get the gold volcanoes tamed because they're easiest. We'll self-tame those. And then we'll move on to the other metal volcanoes. We'll self-tame those, and then we'll actively cool this one. So now, the bit that I actually have in the stream title, I'll actually need to deliver on it. I'll need to build one of these again. It feels like it's been absolutely ages since I built one. In fact, let's actually save it here. And I'm going to go have a look at one of my old saves and see what I did. I think we made a good one on Badlands Boffins. I'm trying to remember. Let's go have a look. Set it down in this corner. We'll go have a look. We're going to go on a tour for a little bit. Don't mind me. Yeah, I hope you're all enjoying the Sunday. I'm enjoying the Sunday. It's been nice and relaxed, actually having time to do stuff. I may as well shut the blinds now. It's getting dark. You've been learning Don't Starve Together. Nice. Another Clay classic. I keep reading that as DSP, thinking that you're learning how to play Dyson Sphere Program and getting really excited. Slowly converting people to that excellent game. So the other reason I'm streaming today is because I'm not sure I'm going to be streaming on Monday. I might be, but it depends what plans are, and I'm not going to know that until later. Mods differ, yeah, that's fine. Badlands Boffins. If it wasn't for the fact that the meteor stuff was added, I would probably actually go back to the save and just fix the dropper now that we know how it works. This was such a good base. When we do our next run, I'm probably going to make something very similar to this. But I don't think we built the gold volcano tamer over here. We did build an aluminium volcano tamer. This one appears to be self-cooled. That one, we were dumping wastewater from the environment into it. And that worked pretty well. I'll take a screenshot of this and we'll use this for later, because I think I'm just going to copy this build exactly how I did it. Because that worked with no issues. Let me just load up the old paint.net. Yeah, I was pretty happy with this design. So what we did is we had these vents here that we dumped water in and polluted water. And there was a layer of oil in here that would conduct heat from the steam and from the metal and everything. And that water would get boiled immediately. And then everything would be auto-swept out, including the dirt, I think? No. No, I don't think the dirt was auto-swept out. But no, this was really effective and I quite liked it. And because we were continuously feeding water in and pumping the steam out, we weren't recycling the water here. We had these Atmos sensors here to make sure that the steam turbines were turning on at the right times. But yeah, I was very happy with that build. Ah, yes, here's the gold volcano. We never tamed this gold volcano. We just had a massive pool of polluted water that we kept filling up. And the map was a lot bigger, so that worked. Okay. Right. Enough of this map. Let's go have a look at... I'm gonna just start going down progressively through these, because I'm sure there was one that I did with a good gold volcano tamer. Let's have a look at rhyme time. Yeah, I actually went through and I deleted all of the saves I had that weren't proper runs. Because I had like 100 dummy saves on here from when I was editing videos and I was generating worlds for those videos. Speaking of which, if you haven't seen it yet, I uploaded another YouTube video about world traits. So feel free to go check that out. There's a bit of information there that you can't find in the wiki. Lots of pictures of what the world traits look like when they generate. I had fun making that video. So now we're on rhyme time. So this run was also going pretty well, except oh, we have a lot of grubs here because this is when I was recording the Grub Hub video. So I guess I forgot to preserve this save in without sandbox mode activated. Whatever. Yeah. Where is Volcano? This is where we built that giant thing where we had the saltwater guys evaporating here, and then that was cooling the iron volcano. And then we had a load of liquid uranium here that we were using to keep all the heat conducting over. That was getting very messy, which is why we stopped this round. A bit of a shame. Had some good things going about it. Again, I don't think it had the gold volcano. That's what I'm looking for. Let's keep going. This could be it. Although I would be surprised if Oni just didn't crash at this point, because it seemed to crash every time I'll try and reload my old games. You appreciate the graphics in my starter map video? Yeah, like, that's what I like to do. Like, I've realized that for those sort of non-tier list videos, I've just been making PowerPoints and running through them. My video editing skills are not quite on the level of some of the other YouTubers, but I know how to do a PowerPoint, so that's the level I'm comfortable with. I might even actually take the slides and like save them as a PDF so that people can have a look at them. I don't know. I don't know how many people would actually do that. Right, so this is Irridio. I did Irridio ages ago. I think this was one of my better runs, but it was one that I did before everyone started watching me. And it is all on the YouTube channel. But we had a lot of fun with this base too. This is the one where we had the pips planting stuff, and we had like the sleet wheat farm. We have a pretty basic iron volcano tamer here. Nothing I need to remember about how this works. I could rebuild this one from memory. Ah, here's what we did. Okay, that's good. So we have the gold volcano here on these 3 tiles. We fit all of the stuff in here into this little bit, and then we just dump the gold into some salt water. So let's see. Any significantly different overlays? Not really. Yeah, we're just gonna make it like this. And we're gonna put the door in maybe the other side. Don't know why I put the mechanized airlocks on these. Oh, probably because of Steam shenanigans. Yeah, because this was for getting gold from... This was for getting gold from the volcano into the oxalite refinery. That was the plan. Yeah, this should be a vacuum, not liquid. Like what? Yeah, let's see the temperature distribution. Ah, yes. Well, I mean, to be fair, on this run, I was just cooking like the whole map. I didn't care. So yeah. Oh, that was fun. And then we had this volcano over here that was one level higher, so we did some shenanigans with that. Already. Oh, so the semi-submerged vent is now working? Really? Is that like a bug fix, or did they just forget about it and accidentally fix it? That does actually kind of make vents a bit trivial, if that's the case. Right, let's go back to the main save. We've done enough save hopping. Yeah, it's a big cheese. The cheesiest of cheese. I've noticed I have a bad habit of not looking at the Discord at all while I'm streaming. I noticed like after the stream that I come back and you guys are all just chatting away about builds and stuff on there, and I don't see any of it until after the stream, and then I'm like, cool story, bro. But it is nice to see the Discord active, so that's good. Okay, so, God, this map is disorganized. Let's get everyone running around. And then I'll have a look on paint. Make this over here. That way I can see what you guys are talking. Well, I don't think this is too complicated. I think what I'll do is I'll build the stuff on this side of the volcano. So now we just need to dump a load of water on this. So let's actually deconstruct this, and that will liquid out here now. Then we'll build these tiles here. This will just be a 5x5 room. We'll do it like this so it's directly underneath the main base. Get rid of all the abyss light because it seems to behave weirdly. Yeah, and then it'll look like that. We'll make it a vacuum using the oil and petroleum. That's what we'll do. No, not like that. We gotta get rid of all these plants. Which wild abyssalite plants? Yeah, I know. We didn't do a nature reserve on this planet. We did a nature reserve on the other two planets, which is better than I normally do, but no nature reserve here. How do they grow? I think we already uprooted some of them anyways. Either that or they just died because of the heat. I think they just died because of the heat. Feels bad. Yeah, and then you can just deconstruct these tiles. Guys, we're doing it. We're doing the actual thing that I put in the stream title. It's officially not a false promise. Game. Thank you. Oh! We dug up the hydrogen vent and we forgot to close it. That's certainly not going to help the heat situation. I think this has been doing it for quite some time. How long has this been active for? Yeah, this has been active for about 7 cycles, I think. Let's seal this again. So the hydrogen will come out here, and then it'll push the natural gas down over here. That's the plan. We'll do exactly the same thing that we did over there. It's the rare productive stream. I've been talking about doing these metal volcanoes for like the best part of a month. I think if I didn't do them today, like this is why I'm doing it today, because like otherwise I think I would scream. Like normally we've done these like way sooner than this. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother putting a door here. Put a door here just to restrict access. That can be made out of gold. Bottle emptiers here and here. Just deconstruct all of this stuff for now. Then we'll literally just set this up in the exact same way. Oh wait, actually, no, we shouldn't be doing this. We should be building like some kind of thermal connection point, shouldn't we? Because what I should be doing is I should be hooking this up to a steam turbine, really. So I think for now I literally am just going to block this in. Because we're not going to try and pump this out of here. We'll deal with this another day. Just get this done for now. At least we've analyzed it. Oh, you're trapped. Let's do that. There you go. Now, look. I know it's very tempting, but you don't want to stay in the same room as the vent. You're doing fine, Leonardo. You're just doing your best. Here, dig this. Hope you feel better. There you go. Now you're all productive again. So let's build a ladder here as well, just so people can get over this bit. Remove all this abyssalite. I honestly think eventually we're going to use the abyssalite for geotuning, because I'm not sure how much it's... We've never made insulation on the stream. Are we going to get to that point? Maybe. I don't want to restart anytime soon, but I am aware that the new Meteor content is out and we can't access it on this old save. I'm not sure what the point we'd get to would be where we do want to restart. Because it feels like we've just gotten to the interesting late game stuff again. Yeah, we can speed to it now, actually. That's fine. Get this water out of here. We will need to... We will need to add the Steam Turbine. That can be made out of lead. Then that pipe can be made out of gold. That could just run past it like this. Still got Slimelung on this tile. Right. Let's be annoying. Let's put the Wheezewort there. Put the Wheezewort there first. We'll dump a load of water in here just to start. And then that should keep it cool for long enough that we can pump the gas out. Oh, so Leofar, it looks like it's not working. Yeah, this is the thing, Leofar. It looks like it works. It looks like the geyser is erupting above the threshold like a tricked vent would, but it doesn't actually add the gas. I found out the hard way on the Badlands Boffins, I think. Right, so let's just dump salt water in here. How much salt water do we have? Probably a fair amount. Let's get a proper delivery going. Can I dig it up and store it at the rad farm? Well, I mean, yeah, but like, this isn't much more time consuming, is it? Like, we've got the wart seed. Someone's, like, Louis's got it right now. Plant that again. This will die really quickly. I might even just leave the Wheezewort here. Just fuck it. It's trying its best to cool down the Steam Turbine. Oh, look at the mix of gases and liquids we have here. Like, this pool of liquid phosphorus has just been here for, like, 50 cycles now. I love it. We've kind of embraced the chaos on this, this run. Yeah, just stick this. What's overheated again? Gas pump. We don't need these gas pumps. This stuff really shouldn't be overheating. We should be cooling this polluted dirt down. Didn't we make a storage bin for polluted dirt? Yeah, we've got a load of polluted dirt in here. Yeah, what's the best way to do this? Hey Vargas, I've seen you on YouTube a lot. How you doing? Welcome to the Twitch. I've seen you followed as well. Thank you very much for that. We're currently on Flip Farters. We are building a gold vent tamer. So we get rid of some slime. We need to tame these metal volcanoes. We've been letting them freely erupt for a lot of cycles just so we have access to refined metal without having to refine it, without having to waste all of our metal ore. And things have gotten very toasty outside the base. And that's a problem because we're bringing a lot of polluted dirt from outside the base into our base. So that is causing some issues. Yeah, don't also repair these, please. Yeah, we especially don't want to boil polluted water in here by accident. So, yeah, people have been bringing hot polluted dirt from across the map in here. Am I really going to do a sweep for polluted dirt specifically? And just put it in loads of storage bins down here? I think that is what's going to happen. Second conveyor outside. I think I just need to stop them from filling these. Like, stop filling them for now. We'll put all the... I think I'm just going to do a global sweep, and we're going to get rid of anything that's... where are the other storage bins? Is there a way to actually search for storage bins? Like, if I do a sweep all down here... Oh, that's attack. The Paku may live for now. If I do a sweep all down here... Looks like that is going somewhere. Is it going in here? Make the sweep only, and then polluted dirt. I need to find all the storage bins and turn them off. Where would I have left a storage bin? Don't allow manual use inside. Yeah, I mean, I've just turned it off for now. So that's for edibles only. Is there a way to search for storage bins? There's a storage bin, that's just for coal. There must be one that I've left somewhere. I think at this point I'm just going to see where they end up delivering it to. And then we'll disable that one. Right, you need to fertilize this as well. This has stopped working again. Why? Why has the sulfur stopped working again? This bit's nice and cold. Has it exploded in here? Has it been getting too cold in here? I think the sulfur must have backed up or something. Oh, yes. We've ended up with sulfur tile here, so it's backed up and it's destroyed these pipes. Well, that's not good. We're going to have to come back to fix that again. It's annoying. How did that tile up? We had the mesh tile here. Left is the natural gas vent. The one that got filled up so quick. We did have one here, but we removed it. Oh, this one. Ah, yes. Okay, good spot. Alright. Let's copy these across. Where are you going with that? That's okay. We're going to have to go back and fix that, but I'm going to do that in a minute. We need to build at least one metal volcano tame today. Otherwise, I'm going to cry. Actually, you know what? You can put the polluted dirt in here too. It's fine. Yep. Wart seed can go. Oh right, we never planted it there. That's fine. Yeah, these Slimelung germs are getting away pretty quickly. That's good. We need to keep dumping the liquid in here. I'm going to yellow alert this just to make sure you do it. Pneumatic door is overheating. Yeah, this whole area is getting way too hot. I'm going to rebuild these out of steel just in case we need them here in the future. There we go. Salt water in the... The buddybud seeds are being eaten by all the Paku. We're fine. We're not using the buddybuds. They produce those nice floral scent germs. We've got allergies dupes. We have Paku in here. We can murder these people. Stop them from eating things. Can you not even get the buddybuds in space? That's kind of annoying. You can die for your crimes. Keep these Paku alive because they're isolated from all the rest of the materials. Take this out. Yeah, so you're going to go dump that polluted water somewhere. I want to see where you're dumping the actual solids. So how much salt water do we want in here? I think we want at least one more lot of salt water. Yeah, Louis on it. Yeah, that will probably do. And then that should keep the heat in here down for a little while, I hope. The germs are almost dead on that tile. Let's actually dump the oil in here. Because I don't think the temperature is going to get above 400 in here now. Oh, it's all escaping. Yeah, that's something we need to deal with quickly. I'm just going to dump petroleum in this one right away. We'll try and make the 2 liquid layer again. We don't want the steam to escape, really. Doing one of these Volcano Tamers when the volcano is actively erupting is kind of annoying. There you go. So that can stop. We don't need a huge amount of crude oil in there. Oh wait, no, we don't want the petroleum in here. We just want crude oil on both sides so it forms a vacuum. Yeah, that's what we want. There you go. That should do. We'll leave the oil in there, and what that will do is when that drains down, that will form a vacuum. And then that will be a perfect heat seal. The heat won't transfer from this hot oil to this colder oil. And thus the heat is all retained by the metal volcano. So that's what we want to do. You can stop volcano from interrupting, just make temperature plate from coal. That is very true. You can interrupt metal volcanoes by doing that. But I'm not doing that because I want all the gold. I'm very greedy. So we're just letting it erupt and persevering. I mean, this whole outside the map is a mess anyways. But yes, that is definitely the thing to do. Yeah, so what you do... So what... yeah, I'll just explain it. So you make the temperature plate. You can select coal as one of the materials on here. And if you actually have a look at coal in the database, it melts into refined carbon at about 280 degrees C. So the heat from the metal volcano erupting onto this middle tile here will be enough to cook that into a natural refined carbon tile. So that will plug it up right away. That will work with magma volcanoes as well. It won't work... I don't think it works with hydrogen vents. I don't think that the heat transfers quickly enough to get that to work. It would if you had it completely sealed in. Then you could build the temperature plate. And then eventually it would cook it to be enough. I don't know, has anyone sealed a hydrogen vent using that technique? Because I just built the tiles around it instead. But anyways, this slime is done. So let's remove the slime. That one is still there, but that's not in the way of the steam turbine, so that's okay. In fact, actually, let's just queue up the steam turbine. So that can go there. I'll unpause it. It's on speed 1. Gold pipe can go here. And then we're just going to dump that. We're just going to dump that over here. We'll just dump that in the middle by the volcano. It's fine. You need to evac cooled hydrogen to let new waves of hot H2 cook it, but it's viable. Oh, that's interesting. Yes, welcome FRD Dot. And welcome Cyber God 5. Let's turn the yellow alert off on this. We do have the natural gas in here still. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump a little bit more salt water in here. We're going to remove this, and we're going to put a steel gas pump in here. We're going to vent the rest of that natural gas. So that can go here. And this pipe can go here. Brick it. Oh, that's true. Yeah. The whole ceiling is open, so we can brick it in this case. That is a good point. Yeah, we'll do that instead. That's quicker. I always forget. I always forget that you can brick it with the volcano like this. But yes, yes, this whole bit is clear. That's why we're building the vent. In fact, let's stop queuing up the vent. Here we go. And then we can just start building tiles here. That's fine. There's everyone at the moment. You're all on the wheels. Why are you on the wheels? Oh, because the machine's turned off. Yeah, that makes sense. We can't really stop this from running. We can't really stop this from running. Let's just put the polluted dirt back in here. So what I'll do is I'll set that to set these to priority 8. So when the conveyor loader is full, they'll dump the polluted dirt in here instead. You got the balm lily wallpaper, nice. I didn't know there was a balm lily wallpaper. That's pretty cool. So all of that stuff is broken. The sulfur in here is cooling down, so it's kind of breaking those pipes. I'm just gonna let this overflow for a little bit. I want to make sure the gold volcano is tamed. I may just come back and even fix that off stream because I don't want to spend like stream time fixing that anymore. Right, let's build this tile as well. He is so bad over here. Thimbleweed is the thimbleweed is cooked. So we need to switch to plan B, which is the pinch pepper. See, we're doing it over here. We're using the pinch pepper. So now we can plant the pinch pepper over here instead. And then what we'll do is that pipe will run past... Annoying. We can run it here. It's okay. We can reach all those tiles. Should be fine. Yeah, build that immediately, and then the pinch of pepper can handle 35 kilograms of polluted water per cycle. So that's not going to be enough for all these dupes. That's not good. No more dupes here. We'll just get some Drecklets. That's fine. Gonna need to stick another pinch of pepper somewhere. I could stick one here. Although it's not warm enough here. At least we do have a little bit of spare space for this. So we can put a thimbleweed here for now, because it's a bit colder. Let's give ourselves lots of bathroom plant options. You guys actually going to build this? You are. Good. Rip Mr. Puffed statue. Move this. I don't think I'm going to bother with the I don't think I'm gonna bother with the pinch pepper. Because it's cold enough here for the thimbleweed to still work. So we'll try that first. And to be honest, we can keep progressively moving these up. We can move it up to the ammo suit dock if we really need to. Obviously, this is not how you should manage heat. I'm just being a bit lazy and not setting up a big cooling loop for the base yet, because I'm trying to get other stuff done first. Thimbleweed. Plant. Now we're out of power. Spine is out of power. Has the natural gas not been running? We never built the gas pump in this room. And we got Slimelung germs everywhere. What happened? Really? We dug out slime over here? Ah! I knew we were gonna screw it up at some point. All that work we put into... This is the thing about Slimelung. You can put all this work into keeping it under wraps, and then as soon as a little bit off gases, you're just done. Like, it's everywhere. Let's make another tile here. And stick all of the off-gassing slime over there. God damn it. This... it's just so annoying, because it's just like, one time, and then the genie's out of the bottle. Wait, you can wait until later to do this stuff. It triggers me how Slimelung is triggering you. I mean, everyone's in suits, so it's not too bad. It's just annoying. It's like the game is presenting you a challenge of whether you can contain these germs, regardless of whether the germs actually do anything significant. And the fact that, like, it just shows that I haven't done it properly, and it's making me sad. Yeah, so just move this over the thing, the storage bin. That's fine. Then all this polluted oxygen over here. I mean, we could just deodorize this, and that'll get rid of the Slimelung. The gas over here. I mean, you're in suits, so it's not too bad. Then we just start putting some deodorizers in a few places, and that'll work. I'm not going to worry about it for now. There's other things we need to worry about. We need to get these metal volcanoes tamed, and we need to actually get the cooling here working properly. And let's actually plug the coal power back in. It looks like we need it. Yeah, because we haven't been getting the atmosphere, we haven't been getting the oxygen to these suit docks. This needs to be running all the time for us to run these suit docks and get dupes out here in the suits so they don't scold. But yeah, we need to build the gas pump in here. We need to get this stuff running. I can't believe I forgot to... No, we got the gas pump here. Right, so why isn't this running? Oh, because we never configured the ammo sensor. This needs to be set to above 1000. Right, there you go. So now you're going to get the natural gas. And then this is all going to run again. I can't believe I forgot to do that. Right, there we go. This will eventually generate enough power to get started properly. You know what, it doesn't help that you're doing this. Just don't worry about this for now. And this needs to be set to above 50 kilograms, so it doesn't just pump empty packets. We shouldn't be getting any off-gassing here. It's not actually off-gassing. This was in here before. The pressure is too high for it to off-gas. So, the solar power will help. Hopefully that kicks in and that gives us enough power to get this natural gas started. Yeah, this is annoying. Most of the dupes aren't doing anything at the moment because these suit docks aren't full. And the oxygen pressure did decrease in here again. We really do just need these to run constantly. Eat some Drecos. How is the normal Dreco situation over here? Looks like we still don't have any of them. I could have printed those eggs off here. We did even put the pod here now. Rip. You know what, just don't disinfect this. No, I'm not going to worry about it. Just speed 2 again. We'll wait for these suit docks to get online again. I'm going to plant this Thimbleweed back here again just in case it works. Oh, well, that was infuriating. Yeah, look. So this is clearly where the Drecos are being murdered on the other asteroid because of the health bars. So what's entombed? Oh yeah, the liquid vent. We actually need to come fix this, don't we? Let's do this now. So let's cut the pipe off. Then we'll come in here again. Then we'll break into this, repair these tiles. We'll repair these pipes. See if this breaks anything. We'll need to remove this tile as well, and then we'll need to get up here somehow. That is frustrating. We're going to have to deconstruct all of this again. I'm not really sure why it tiled. It doesn't normally tile. Someone's escaped without a suit again. Great. Still not sure why that bug is happening, because we moved the thing back. Yeah, you're gonna get scolded out here real quickly. This line has too many things on it. That's the line that's running the oxygen machine. This pump needs to be hooked up to something else. This all needs to be hooked up to something else. This needs to go here. Right. Are you storing... No, you're eating that. I'm going to cancel these sweep errands. We can't be wasting time on that at the moment. I don't think anyone is. Hopefully not. Looks like we dumped some polluted water in here again, so that's off-gassing again. It's helping to cool down the area a little bit. But yeah, this power line has too many things on it. We need to take off some high consumers. I think it is mostly gas pumps and liquid pumps. I don't think all of them are running continuously. I think I just need to take this oxygen machine and completely disconnect it. We need to put that... Where are our transformer... Let's see, this one is heading up. This one's for the transit tubes. What's this one for? That one's only got the jukebot on it. Well, we're going to fit more recreation buildings to that, so that's fine. That one's got the arcade cabinet on it. Again, same story. I think we'll plug it in down here. So yeah, let's build this line. Go through here. Up here. Then we'll connect that all together. And then that will be the line for... That will be the line for just the oxygen machine. Oh, really messy. So what I need to do is I need to disconnect all this other stuff. And I need to hook that up to... I need to just connect this here. Yeah, and that needs to happen immediately. So these are actually out of power completely at the moment until you get these built. If I disable access through here, can you even build those? Let's just yellow alert these. In a bizarre situation where the dupes are power to play video games, but not to actually breathe. Okay, get these all done. That's fine. Like IRL, yes. I've got all these burning tasks that need to get done, but I'm just going to play video games instead. No. Today, we actually got the tasks done, so that's why I'm playing the video games. Right, there we go. So that wire is connected separately now. So what we can do, I mean, we'll need to keep this hooked up for now, but once they build that wire, then we can sort this out. But they do need to go and build those wires. Oh, yeah, we need to reactivate the door. Okay. These need to be set to green duration 24, red duration 1, and then that'll reset them every scheduled block. In the gym. What I should do as well is I should set these up to shut off. So we can power the main spine with those as well if we need to. We shouldn't need to eventually, though. Yeah, you guys need to go build the wires. Steam Turbine's here, so this one's going to be self-cooled. It's not going to generate a huge amount of power. So what I can do is I can connect that to one of these natural gas lines. That shouldn't cause any issues. This wire is completely unneeded now. So what I'm thinking is actually we do this. And then that can connect up top here. Yeah, okay. But in terms of priority, this needs to be done first. Let's see, this one can be done after this one. This one can be done after the other one. Okay, hopefully that will work. At least this is sealed. Right, so they built that. They just need to build this one here. That's fine, you got it. You got it, near easier gaming. Now that's gonna work again. I did not need to build this wire for this light coming all the way up here. Oh, that's for a rock crusher as well. I can still just have this on this side. Just makes so much more sense. This can be a lower priority again. Yeah. Okay. Now this is filling with natural gas again. And the spine has plenty of power, so it's not currently generating. Okay, that's fine. So I'm gonna disconnect the coal again. So I don't really want the coal running for too long. And we should have plenty of power in here now. We should be able to burn through all this natural gas. Okay, let's speed up again. Looks like the temperature issues have mostly stopped over here now. Are you still manually delivering polluted dirt to these? That's what the loader is for. You are scolding again. This bug is really starting to annoy me. The door is overheating. We can replace that with You can replace that with gold. I do want to be able to restrict access to there occasionally, so we will keep that door there. How's the wire situation looking? Yeah, looks like we're almost done on that wire. You can do it, I believe in you. No. Think about doing something else. These dupes are starting to get very confused. It must be said. Place the door with gold. We ended up with some regular water down here. We have somehow. Well, I don't think that's going to be an issue. Really sure how that happened, but whatever. I think you know why you get the bug you only play on 1 speed. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I'm not sure I really want to play on only 1 speed. I do that a lot. How scolded are the dupes? Not very. Right, so let's see. So that wire is built now. So that means we can disconnect the oxygen machine and it will run its own wire now. Good. Okay, so the transformers shouldn't stop this from running anymore. That's good. Deconstruct that. Deconstruct this. The ever-continuing task of making our wires make sense continues to be a thing. And then that steam turbine can get hooked up there. That's fine. Let's get these tiles done. I want to get rid of all the natural gas in here. And then we'll actually finally get this running. Also, I can dig these tiles now. Let's do that. Yeah, I don't think those germs are going to make a difference provided the people don't go outside the base without their suits. And as soon as someone does go outside the base without their suit, they just get scolded immediately. So it's not an issue. Tamer is brick to access. Oh, I see. Yeah, we can remove this. That's fine. That's fine. Thank you. So now I can get in here and do this. Yeah, if you've got a heavier gas down here, a lighter gas up here, tiling it will delete the gas instead of pushing it down here. Very handy tip. You didn't get to see me brick in the big natural gas room, but you did get to see me brick in this a little bit. No, it didn't quite work. There was too much gas. Scott here, are we talking about the pathfinding bug? Yeah, no, there was a bug with the exosuits, and I think it's to do with this jump here. I thought it was because the dock was right next to the jump, but I think when 2 dupes just go past the dock at the same time, they get confused and 1 dupe doesn't take a suit. I've seen that happen. Also, Mr. Puff Prince, you're getting out of here. We don't want a Puff Prince in the base. Yeah, we're doing alright. We got our natural gas room running. We've had a few little crises. But we got this running now, so that's good. Power is back. We're building our Volcano Tamer down here. But we need a bit more. We can get this done. Free sign is on it. Let's dump let's not dump some more water in here. Gas is being kind of annoying. I believe in you, Degree Zone. You're gonna get scolded though, aren't you? Right. So now we just got a little bit over there again, so now we can just tile this in. fact, can you just do that immediately? Yeah, Hammer, you're right there. You can just do that immediately. Because I don't want to deal with this any longer. Please. And then we can just do that one, and then that should delete it. Yo, alerts. Yeah, there we go. Natural gas power is now running. I'm going to re-enable the rock crusher now. So we're getting this wire finished. Everyone's out of the base again, that's good. This is set to vacancy only, that's fine. Perhaps part of it is about the suits not being powered fully. Perhaps that's not helping that situation. It's kind of difficult to know. There we go. All the natural gas is gone. So now we can just remove the granite tiles. We have not a particularly large amount of steam pressure in here. Let's dump some... This should form a vacuum if we dump some more water in here. So let's dump some more liquid in here again. I mean, you guys will keep dumping liquid in here. That's fine. So then, let's put the vent here again. Make that out of gold, I guess. And then we can actually start building the conveyor line, which is on my image that I had saved earlier. Let's see. I'm actually going to move this over closer to the volcano. And we're probably going to leave it in there so that we can keep... I don't think we can leave it in there. I don't think we've got room. Maybe we do have room. We could put the auto sweeper over here. Have a proper think. I'm going to try and position the equipment as far from the volcano as possible so it doesn't accidentally overheat. Let's put this here and let's make it out of igneous rock. Again, we don't want that to accidentally melt. So how much steam pressure do you normally go for in these? Because you want enough so that the steam turbine doesn't overheat. So you want a large amount of steam in here for it to be self-cooled. So we're going to need to dump steam in here for quite a while. Yeah, this is running at the moment. This is going to heat up the environment, which, spoiler alert, we don't care about. we're making the whole asteroid exterior hot on purpose. We'll sort it out eventually. You start with 10, but you always introduce more water until 100. Yeah, that sounds about right. We're going to keep dumping salt water in here because we want the... There isn't anything else to use it for. So let's actually start planning out the conveyor rail route. So we're going to run the conveyor rail past the volcano. We're going to run it out of... We're going to run out of steel? Is that really what we're going to do? Let's see. So the gold comes out of here at 2,600 degrees. We do have some steel. We do have lots of steel in the other asteroids. I think I am going to make it out of steel. We'll make these 9 segments out of steel. And then... Let's see. That will need to go like that. And the rest of these... What is the melting point of gold amalgam? I'm honestly surprised I don't have these all memorized by now. It's like 1,000. It'll melt into more gold. How convenient. We'll make... We can make the rest of this out of gold. Only middle and bottom is crucial. Okay, let's try that. I'll believe you. Let's try making only the middle and bottom ones steel and see if that works. So that can go there. In fact, let's actually connect it like this. And then what we've done is we've used a conveyor thermosensor, which will make out of gold. Got a conveyor shutoff, which is here. We'll make that out of steel. So then if it's above the target temperature, it will reload down here. And you want to put the conveyor loader directly on the line. Shutoff doesn't overheat. What? What am I thinking of that overheats? The liquid shutoff overheats. The conveyor shutoff doesn't overheat. So, really? I mean, I guess that makes sense, because everything's so bloody hot. That's kind of weird. Okay. We won't make that out of steel, then. So the other shutoffs overheat, but this one doesn't. That's weird. So then that comes down here, and then we put the bridge on here, and this is very important. And then the loader is directly on this line. And what this will do is this will circulate all of the gold in this little bit as it passes through the shutoff. And then if it's not too hot, then it will bypass the shutoff, and it will go over here. And then it will do stuff. And we can just put the auto sweeper here. Is that going to be fine? No. How annoying. We're going to have to shuffle stuff around a little bit. Let's see. Actually, there's a pretty easy way of doing it. We'll put the auto sweeper up here. That should grab the gold. It won't grab gold from over there. No, that's not what we want. I'm going to have to shuffle this around a little bit. Right, let's put the auto sweeper here first. Get that working. Ah, yeah, okay, this is what we'll do. And then we'll get the shutoff here. And then the sensor will go here. Then the conveyor rail will go around like this. That should be fine. And then the cold stuff will come out here. And then we'll send it wherever we want to send it. May as well just send it through the vacuum. That shouldn't cause any problems. And at the moment, I'm just going to dump it out here. So that should be far less heat. Because the gold normally, so far, has been erupting at 2,600 degrees. And a lot of that heat has been going into the environment. But now the gold will come out of this heat-isolated room at about 100 degrees. So there'll be hardly any heat going into the environment. So even though it's not perfect, it reduces the heat situation by like a factor of 10, factor of 20. And then eventually we'll dump this in a properly cooled room, and it will come out of room temperature. But this will only cool it down to the temperature of the steam. Oh yeah, plus the turbine output. Yeah, that's true. Which is about what, 10% of this heat? Is that right? Yeah, we'll keep dumping more salt water in here. We've swept a lot of salt water so far. And then power wire wise. So these three things are all in the row, which is quite convenient. That can all connect onto this line. It's fine. That wire can just go like this. Cool. We're actually making a metal volcano tamer. And we'll do the exact same thing over here, but we'll just put the liquid lock on this side. In fact, we will literally duplicate the build. Put it there. So let's sweep all of this stuff up. Let's move this, now that we no longer need it here. This one is dormant, so it won't work right away, but we may as well do it while we have the design. Yes, deconstruct the natural tile. Good idea, Matt. So I'll get the other one finished as well, and then we'll wrap it up. But yeah, I think it's been productive today. We've had a few issues, and I'll have to fix that thing over here. I didn't come back over here, did I? You fixed those tiles, that's good. Let's stick this back here. Dig this. You can't reach that. You'll need to build the ladder here. Looks like we had yet more sulfur exploding over here. Nice. Looks like some sulfur exploded over here as well. Like we've got some lead tiles. I have not been very happy with this. This sulfur machine has been misbehaving. Food is decayed. It's okay, I guess. I haven't seen that one in a while. Yeah, let's get this all built. I mean, it's mostly working. I'm not sure why it tiled up. It doesn't usually tile up. Let's just investigate this for now. So we can reseal this again. We still need to build that ladder. Lindsay's on her way. She's doing her best. Look at these wild plants we preserved here. Entirely by accident. Just gonna dig this. So we had the sulfur coming out here. We had it on the... We had it coming out on the... Oh, the pipe here is broken? Yeah. I'm just wondering why this is tiled up. So now we need to deconstruct that again. We need to repair this pipe, which you're currently doing. It's okay. Right, let's rebuild... Poor Daniel. Let's rebuild this. Do I even want to bother insulating this anymore? I don't think I'm gonna bother. Actually, if I build a tile here, we'll probably end up with some water there at some point. Then we can just ladder over here. And then that should stop a lot of the heat exchange in this area. Right, let's try this again. I mean, obviously this sulfur is a bit hot at the moment. I mean, the sulfur in the pipe isn't hot. It's got loads of liquid sulfur over here. What is it even exchanging heat with at this point? The abyssalite, that must be it. Let's replace that. Just check that this is working again. So the sulfur is coming out of this. 160 degrees. It's being split into these 1 kilogram pipes so that it doesn't burst in these pipes when it's cooled down. It then runs through this cooled metal block and gets to room temperature. And then it comes out here in this vent. And because of this mesh tile, it comes out as a debris. So then we can auto-sweep it. And this is how we've been getting cold sulfur to our Sweetles and Grubs. The issue being this block, because it turned into a tile somehow, despite this being here. And I'm never watching this thing, so not really sure. We got no one. Look at Quinn in his orange clothes. Have some oxalite. This doesn't seem to have been running very much. That's good. Well, we're going to do some stuff over here at some point. Eventually, we're going to set up an actual petroleum boiler using this volcano. So we can keep an eye on this while we're doing that and spot any particular reason as to why it might be tiling up. In the meantime, you guys can come over here and sweep this. How's this going? Have you built this? You're getting there. Those Darwin is still trying to dump the water in there. We'll just get him to keep dumping water in there for ages. Battery. Go here, that's fine. What are you guys up to? Yeah, suit docks still aren't full. Because we're just trying to fill them with the oxygen. It's like, So this isn't particularly efficient in terms of power. Like, the natural gas is coming out, but this oxygen is still just recirculating here, and it's not really doing much. What I should actually do is I should set this up to have like a little filter for oxygen and get this to go into the suits as well. That might be a good idea. Why did I put this here? Because I'm using the power to run this pump anyways, I might as well use it to get this pumped oxygen into the suits. I think there's definitely some potential for me to move this over here and set up another one right next to it. Let's actually do this quickly. We'll rejig this. So we'll have this come over here. Let's actually turn this off. Because I want to set up one up for oxygen as well, so that this, while this pump is filtering out the natural gas, we take the oxygen and put it in the suits as well. Because we're not getting enough oxygen to these suits. So what I could do is move this. Might need more space. I don't think so. I think I could just move this over. Move that down there. But firstly, let's connect that. And then let's see, this can be removed. Remove this. Then this can disconnect and go over here. I'd like to think I'm becoming more proficient at this as we go. I think we let out some of the natural gas by accident. Let's wait until we get some natural gas in here. So, just be patient and wait for some to come. .1 grams. Yeah. Oh, there's some gas. Right, okay. Cut this off. Send this back here. Cut that off again. Right, we got some oxygen there. Okay. So, extract this. Hello. Get back in here. Who's doing this? Someone. You're doing it. Looks like this is actually built. We do need to remove... We do need to stop pouring water in here, though. This is too much water. It's fine. And this needs to be set to above... Let's see. So this activates the shut-off if it's above, let's say, 130 degrees. And then this will load... This will just load... I mean, we can put everything on this. This is fine. Get that stuff out of here. So we'll see this conveyor belt operate. So the material comes on. This material isn't too hot. So what will happen is this will go around the loop. Interact with the volcano. And then it will go past the sensor. The sensor will detect that it's cool. So the shut-off won't activate and the material will leave. So this will get all of the random materials out of here, and then once it starts erupting with gold again, the gold will be too hot. So let's just watch this erupt. The water pressure is 75 kilograms. If it gets above 150, it won't erupt, but 75 kilograms of water is fine. It seems to have become half water, half salt water. Overheating. The auto sweeper is overheating because there's hardly any stuff in here. Yeah, that's true. Oh, don't repair this. This will evaporate soon because this is generating heat in the vacuum because there's no steam in here at the moment because it's made of gold. Yeah. Oh yeah, this stuff shouldn't be made of gold. This should be made of steel. I was listening to you when you said that. I just forgot. Well, we can see it. We can see it work anyways. Maybe. No, I don't think we can. At least we're getting all the other stuff out there. Yeah, now the gold is erupting. We've got steam again. So let's rebuild this out of steel. But the loop is working properly, at least. Make that priority 9, and we'll come back and watch that again in a minute. Let's keep working on this thing. So now we have natural gas in the pipe. So now that will flow in a loop. You can send the excess out. So that should run again. And then what we want to do is we want to have exactly the same setup over here, but for oxygen. And then we can actually justify this running a little bit more. Mirror it? Oh yeah, we could mirror it. That's true. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. It'd be easier to exit O2 to the right. Yes, exactly. And I should also probably learn how to actually make these facing the other way. Occasionally. Yeah. So that can go here. So then the oxygen will come out of here. We won't do that yet. I can actually connect this over here now. That should be fine. As much as I like spaghetti, I should at least try and minimize it a little bit. So this can be set to the same thing as this. And then this will be the random stuff that we... This should actually just be stuff like chlorine or whatever. So this is just random waste gases, so we shouldn't really get anything coming out of here. And that oxygen can hook up. We want this to go straight to the suits. So we'll put that bridge here. In fact, we'll put it here because that's at like another level. It's fine. Running out of power again. Why? Pipe blocked. Ah, we're backed up on CO2, aren't we? Yes, we are. I need to build a bridge. Oh, no, I don't. They just didn't build this pipe segment. Yep. Cool. Keep watching this. So we have oxygen in here. This hasn't been set yet. Probably don't need to disinfect this. That's been set, so now we can connect this pipe there. Connect this pipe up here again. Now the oxygen will go around there. So now this is circulating with oxygen again. So now we can hook this here. Then this can go around here. That's fine. And I'm not sure what that even is going to be. But now this is primed, so we should just be able to connect everything up. Although we will need the, we will need to build this. Right. keep it in the wall with 2 bridges on top of each other. That's true, we could do that. Yeah, we could do that. You know me, I like bridges. This is why I tolerate backseating sometimes. See, there we go. And then if we need to, we can fit another pipe here. Whatever. Yeah, build all of this. Get that done. I'll keep going for another like 20 minutes. We'll get the gold volcano working here. Only done this one today, but we'll get this one doing exactly the same thing next stream, which may be tomorrow, may not be tomorrow. Yeah, this needs doing like, pretty quickly. Right, so now if we look at this setup, so it is mostly the oxygen. Yeah, natural gas is coming out here and going to the natural gas room. The oxygen is going back into the suits. We need this to filter out the base natural gas because the carbon skimmer is doing the carbon dioxide, and any carbon dioxide that doesn't get skimmed will go back over here. But this shouldn't run usually. This is just to make sure it doesn't back up. Okay. At the moment, the problem is power again, because that pipe hasn't been built. Build the pipe, please. You can do it. Where are you? You're in here. Second bridge is not connected. Yes. There we go. Wait, no. Oh, yeah, no, I see. Hold on. This needs to go here. This needs to go here. So that should be connected now. That the pump. Ah, that one. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there we go. Layer under skill point. We still have a layer. The layer has not been renamed yet. So, this layer is not dupe 2027. They've been around a while. They need suit sustainability. I need to give these guys more skills. I've been doing that off stream, to be honest. I don't want to just constantly be going through the skill points at this stage. It doesn't really matter. You can stop running this now. It's not really needed. Okay, there we go. So this can again be set to everything. This is going to erupt in another cycle. So we'll play for another cycle and see this actually running properly. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Gold is relatively straightforward because it generates so little heat. The specific heat capacity of gold is so low that even though it erupts at a very hot temperature, it doesn't require a lot of cooling. So if we have a look at this, if we go back to the conveyor loader thing, so some of this gold is cold, some of it is hotter. So you'll see the cold gold will come out, and then the hot gold will trigger this. It's not quite getting hot enough. There we go. And then that hot gold recycles onto the loop. And that loads before the conveyor loader because of this bridge. So it outputs here, and then the conveyor loader is directly positioned here, next in line. That is very important for conveyors specifically. There are piping tricks you can do with liquids that work slightly differently, but you have to do this with the conveyor specifically, otherwise the gold gets confused. The conveyor, it goes back and forth and it doesn't work. You've just realized that making everything out of insulation isn't possible. Yeah, that makes sense. You can't get enough abyssalite. Hey, I actually remembered that one. You can't mine abyssalite from space. It is a finite resource, which is why geotuning with it is probably not the best idea, and they need to add a POI in space that you can get abyssalite from. Yeah, there you go. So the gold volcano tamer is working. It's, I don't know. Pretty undramatic thumbnail, but I guess it works. I don't know what else we would do for the thumbnail today. Maybe just all the slime taming with the Wheezeworts. Can't build it with magma because it melts before the tile is built. Blimey. Right. So that's done. So things that still need to be done. We got the power working again here, that's good. I want to get the hydrogen vent online. I want to build like a steam vent tamer for this. We want to get the hydrogen power hooked up to our transformer spine as well, because we're consuming more and more power on this asteroid, and that's going to keep happening. These steam turbines will chip in occasionally, but not too much. The ones here will chip in a lot because we'll have the thermo aquatuner here, but again, that will use a lot of power. So I think what the plan is going to be is build this gold volcano tamer to match this one exactly. Build the cobalt volcano tamer with 2 steam turbines. And then build the hydrogen vent tamer. This one goes dormant fairly soon. And then once we've got the metal cooled, the extra heat on the map should start disappearing a little bit. And then we can sort out a few more bits. Hopefully that will solve the polluted dirt problem as well. I mean, if we look at these storage bins, they haven't really been going around and doing this because they haven't been able to get out of the base as much because of the whole oxygen situation. But we're getting there. We're going to solve all these problems slowly. I realize this has turned from a Flip Farters run into a Metallic Swampy massive heat issue run, but that's fine. Yeah, we built the natural gas room as well. We'll probably fit some more stuff in here. This is working now, so we're venting the extra CO2 into space. We filled up the rocket first, so this pipe gets filled up first. And then the rest of it gets vented. And in fact, if I was being really clever, what I could do is I could actually snake this pipe. And I think I will do that now. I will snake this pipe so that we store more of it in here, and it's enough to keep in the rocket, so we can refuel the rocket without having to wait for it to build up again. So let's do that before I forget. That seems fine. But yeah, we're getting there. We're getting to the late game eventually. Obviously, less dupes than normal, because we're on a little moonlet. The dupes are all doing their own things on their own moonlets. Although, mostly running around on the manual generators for the flipped asteroid guys at the moment. But we're getting there. And once we've done all these metal volcanoes, which will be over the next week of streams or so, we'll have all the refined metal we really need to get everything else done. We won't really need to metal refine a lot of it, except the steel. What we'll do is we'll just export the iron back to the flipped asteroid, and we'll make the steel there. Because we've got loads of lime here. And, yeah, so that's the plan. Metal volcanoes, hydrogen vent, and then after that, it's probably going to be making some oxalite with oxalite refineries, maybe, because we've got gold volcanoes. But probably food here for more dupes. Maybe start the plug slug branch. I think we may have murdered all the plug slugs, though. Well, I'll have a think about that. But puffs are on the menu as well. We have some puffs down here. We're gonna sort something out with puffs. We're gonna drop them off on this asteroid where the chlorine vent is, and we're gonna get a proper puff branching build going. And we're gonna get some squeaky puffs, and they're gonna start making bleach stone, and then we'll be able to geotune stuff. because I haven't done anything with that stuff yet, really. And I can actually sort out this this bottom bit here because I've kind of just left it to do nothing for ages. Like we've been slowly letting the heat escape from the oil biome, so that we can come in here without atmo suits because I've been really lazy. But this base has had relatively few problems. The biggest problem we had was the bathroom issue just now, but we fixed that pretty quickly. You're not eating the thimbleweed. You're a good boy. On that note, I'm going to save it, and we're actually going to wrap up. We got loads of people watching tonight. Thank you very much for watching. I enjoy playing video games, and I really appreciate the company, and it's nice just having a chat with you guys about these things. So let me close this out properly. I will put the music on, and then we'll go find someone to raid. Yes, I've disappeared. Here I am. Yes, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your company as always. If you miss a stream, we usually stream Mondays to Fridays, 7:30 to 10:30 British time-ish. It's daylight savings at the moment, so that changes things a little bit. But yeah, the best way of knowing when and what I'm going to be streaming is going to be following me on Twitch. You'll get notifications when I go live. It helps me out, and yeah, you get to see when I go live. We have the YouTube channel as well, where we upload all the VODs. All of my previous runs are on there. I have like an interesting Vedante run where we get like up to 60 dupes. We did Badlands Boffins as well. If you stuck around from earlier, you might have seen some of the previous bases when we were going through all the saves looking for our Volcano Tamer designs. So yeah, lots of good stuff on the YouTube channel. I just uploaded a video about the world traits that you can get in Oxygen Not Included, and some interesting things you can do with those, including a seed that I think I'm going to do my next run on, which has 0 oil whatsoever, which I think is going to be very challenging and interesting. Yeah, and there's also the Discord where we come and hang out, we post builds, we post memes. There's lots of meme videos on my YouTube channel as well. You should name that video World Trait Center. Good grief. Alright, on that note, I'm gonna go find someone to raid. I'll be back in a minute. See you in a bit. Yeah, I think you're right, Leofar. I'm gonna go raid LadyCon. I don't think I've raided LadyCon, but it looks like they're currently trying to tame a volcano as well. But add Thimble Pete. It's like they're on about cycle 290-ish. Yeah, let's go see what LadyCon is doing. They're a new player apparently, so hopefully doing all right. Trying to make steel. Yeah. All the best of luck with their metal refinery attempts. Yeah, let's go raid them. He makes funny cancel noise. Right, let's go. So we're gonna go raid LadyCon in 10, 9, 8. If you have any fishy emotes, feel free to share them. Otherwise, we'll see you over there. Oh, where's my fish? This goes. Alright, see you later. Bye for now.